bit confused by the new event, which is of course Deck the Palms in The Sims 4, and it seems that I am not the only one. As I was just perusing Twitter, like, over the holiday period, I saw loads of people asking, so do the rewards stack? Do we need to be logging in every single day over the holiday period when, you know, a lot of people aren't really playing the game because they're spending time actually outside maybe and touching some grass for Christmas? Like myself, I have been away and I have been away from my PC. I did have my laptop with me, but honestly, I just didn't really feel like logging in every single day to The Sims 4. I was already doing that in Fortnite because I knew that that was like a fully timed event. And when I originally read The Sims 4 Deck the Palms info, it said that to actually claim all of the rewards, you need to log in by at least the 4th of January, which makes me think that these don't actually stack and you do have to log in daily. But that is what we are going to be testing today. I'm going to be loading my game up finally after not touching it for about 2 weeks and seeing if these rewards have actually stacked on my homepage, considering this is just a login event. The moment of truth. Damn, Bonehilda is working overtime. She said, I'm gonna earn my money. You've actually not loaded up the game for 2 weeks, and I need my tips. Honestly, all my Christmas wishes just came true with that performance right there. No, don't care for that. Claim a little library. Jasmine's never given this many gifts. Claim a little library, Krabby Patty recipe, and more. This is honestly the one that I am probably most excited for, is this little library. Also, kind of love that shirt. Is this even existing within the game? Are we getting gifted this? Oh wait, it's probably the Holidays in Sulani button up. We are going to exit out of this. We're not going to choose my claim now, but we are going to go to the events tab, and I honestly cannot tell if these have stacked or not. I need to go back and like look at the dates at which these became available. So we got the Happy Home mailbox. This little mailbox receives sweet sentiments, gifts, money, and more. Unfortunately, it also receives bills. Don't worry, it's not like anything too wild. It is just a redo of like the mailboxes that we have in the game. The Festive Fronds palm tree, an outdoor plant, a tropical palm tree with a festive vibe. This happy little tree brings good tidings and cheer. Add some holiday lights and sing a little song as you count down to the end of year. Shashubi. Then we got the slightly fuzzy mountain boots. Keep your toes warm with these stylish boots. Who says your shoes can't be practical and fashionable? Not gonna lie, I don't say this very often, apart from like my first pet stuff, but this honestly just feels like leftovers of adventure awaits. Then we got the slightly fuzzy mittens, which were actually, I'm fairly sure, the first pair of mittens that we've ever got. Keep your hands from freezing with these fuzzy mittens. And we got the Stellar spaceship magnet. Celebrate the cosmos with an out-of-this-world keepsake that captures the charm of interstellar adventures. Now this one says check back once the week starts, and it's locked. It says that the next reward is in 1 hour and 35 minutes, which I'm currently recording this at about 3:30. So these actually refresh at 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. It still feels like we have a lot of these, but apparently all of these unlock in 1 hour and 35 minutes, but I don't think that means that we'll be able to claim them all. I think you actually need to log in each day to claim the reward. Now this is the blog post that came up, and if we scroll down, unlocks December the 19th, the Happy Home mailbox and the Festive Fronds palm tree. December 24th was the mittens through to that. December 25th was the Littlest Neighborhood Library and Frosty the Snowman magnet. Just for clarity, I'm recording this the day that I'm uploading it, so it is the 30th. So by now, if they were backlogged, we should be up to the big void critter child slide. I still think that I now have to log in daily. I think that's why they said to be able to make sure you get all of these, you need to log in like every single day, because we only have 14 days to do so. And so if you log in on the 4th, that will be the right amount of days to actually be able to claim all of these. This is really weird. Thinking back on it, I was actually pre-recording the 19th and 20th, so that actually does make sense, because the second lot of rewards, the Happy Home mailbox and the Festive Froms palm tree, were from the 19th. So if I had loaded up the game, even if I hadn't claimed these, they were actually available to me, and that is why today these 3 opened up, which were available on the 24th. That was my bad for misremembering me actually loading up the game. So you don't have to claim the rewards, they do stack even if you don't claim them, but just make sure you claim them all by the 13th of January when the event ends. Even if you haven't claimed any of them before now, but you've just been logging in daily. So from the 19th of December, it was the Festive Fronds palm tree. This does actually, I'm assuming, yep, there we go, light up once it is actually dark outside. So this is how it is looking, and there are a couple of different swatches. There are actually versions without lights on it. This looks like very green. We are currently in winter, which is why I think the leaves are a little bit brown. There's actually only one version that doesn't have lights on it, and it's pretty much just the same color every single time, but the lights change colors. Then we have more of this like just golden traditional one. These are multicolored. Then you have these blue lights, some green and orange lights, green and red lights, and then finally we have this red and white light. The lights are very two-dimensional. They're very flat, and I think if you zoom in on them, obviously you're going to notice that they don't actually look like light bulbs. However, from a distance, I mean, they kind of do what you need them to do. I feel with fairy lights being on a palm tree, and this is Deck the Palms, I kind of wish that maybe there was a little bit nicer lights on them, because this was the name of the event. And then we also have the Happy Home mailbox. This is a green version, a little kind of autumnal like cabin in the woods version. This is the more like Christmassy winter version, and then this is like the super festive one with the straw wrapping up it and little fairy lights on it. This has icicles. But then you have like a spring and an autumn version as well. From the 24th, we actually have this little Stella spaceship magnet. It is just on the magnet board that I actually got from the first time that I logged in. And then real quickly, if we hop into create a sim, we already have the earmuffs on this sim. I'm actually, I know, weirdly, gonna put a t-shirt on just so that when I actually do look at the mittens, I can kind of see where they go up to on my Sim's hands. So this is what the mittens look like. We have a white, a blue, a dusty pink, black, red, and this very, very dark green. They also, when it comes to the palms, they all kind of have this like cream beige on them, and then like a slightly darker brown on the 3 darker colors. I actually really like the way that these look. I was thinking maybe it could look a little bit weird with how your Sim's hands move, but I actually think these look pretty decent. I was disappointed at the lack of earmuffs for younger Sims, so let's actually see if the mittens exist for younger Sims. So let's just go infant first. I feel like they're not gonna be on here. It's why I didn't choose them at first, but yeah, no results found for the infants. Accessories, gloves for the toddlers. They're not included for the toddlers, which makes me think that they're not also going to be available for children, and therefore it is once again just teens and up, which feels ridiculously lazy, especially for mittens, because mittens just feel like such a childhood thing. However, they are available for masculine Sims, And then let's also check out the new boots. They do have a slight little bit of fuzz around the top of them where they're kind of folded down. You have this brown version, brown with the red. These are kind of like traditional colorway, I would say. Then this black with the green fuzz, black with the more like gray fuzz, and also a gray sole. The white with the blue, and then also white with just white fur. I'm also gonna check those out on the feminine Sims. These fit like quite well on both frames, I will say. It doesn't feel like they were made for a specific frame and then don't work on the other one. So these are pretty decent all in all when it comes to quality. Just really disappointing that they haven't thought about other life stages. Again, I highly doubt that the shoes are available for anyone below a teen, which was the correct assumption. So there is our answer. You actually do need to log in daily. These rewards do not stack. They stack in the sense of if you log in but you don't claim them, then they will stack. Just make sure that you claim them before that 13th of January deadline, or else these will just disappear. However, if you haven't logged in over the holidays, if you haven't been playing on the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 30th, you're gonna have to log in like every day from now and claim those rewards to actually be able to get these. They're not stacked. They aren't anywhere like held in the past. You actively have to log in daily to get one of these each day, which is why they did say you should log in by the 4th to make sure that you got all of these before the 13th, as there are like 9 days available and 9 different sets of rewards. So for me, that means I have the 25th left, the 26th, 27th, 28th, 30th, and the 2nd. So I need to log in for 6 days. I could log in again tomorrow. I could leave it for like another 2 days and then log in. The only time that it does have to be day after day after day is from the 4th, because if you don't do it from the 4th every day from there, you're not going to get all of these rewards if you are fussed about them. I'm glad that I could test this for you all. I hope this was helpful information. I did just want to reiterate that 4th of January because I feel like that could have definitely been glossed over in the blog a little bit, and I think seeing it actually in a video and seeing how you actually do have to claim these daily is a little bit easier than just reading it on paper. But I hope this was helpful. If you do have any other questions, please do not hesitate to leave them down in the comments below and I will try and answer them. I'm going to be logging in for the next 6 days so that I know that I have access to all of these, and I hope you also manage to claim the ones that you actively care about. I definitely am still most looking forward to the little library, but I'll probably give you an update in a week, considering I have 6 days left to log in. I feel like next Tuesday is a good time just for me to hop back in, claim all of those rewards throughout the week, and then just show off to you all what they actually do and how they actually work within the game. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope this cleared it up, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.